Yaks, one of the ancient creatures alongside ponies and changelings, are less well known than their counterparts. Their origins remain a mystery, but ever since the term Yakyakistan appeared in Equestrian history books, Yaks have been known to the natives of the northern mountains of the Corktantinople Empire. According to consular officials, Yaks have lived in an isolated society for centuries. Unlike Equestria's harmonious culture, pony historians once labelled Yaks as uncivilized creatures, claiming they had little history and even less of a culture. But this conclusion was baseless. Undeveloped and weak, the Yaks were not always like this. For once, they were the first living creature who dared to face the Wendigos instead of running away. Faced with the threat of Wendigos, changelings, penguins, and even ponies chose to migrate south. Yet the Yaks remained steadfast and unyielding, refusing to surrender even after countless defeats. Though they could be conquered, they could never be controlled. As the Wendigos faded, the Yaks stood alone as the last creatures who lived in the north. Believing in the almighty great god Yak, the kingdom of Yakyakistan continued thriving after the retreat of the Wendigos. Their culture and tradition saved them from endless invasions from outsiders, no matter they were changelings or penguins. Yet, as time passed, these once proud costumes gradually became chains, holding the kingdom back from growth and progress. In 783, the colonies from Griffonian Empire colonized a piece of land on northwestern Equus. These outsiders established a new state called Nova Griffonia, expanding their territories to the lands of Yaks. A few military conflicts broke out between the Griffon colonists and the Yaks, which directly led to the great decline of Yakyakistan. Since the loss of eastern territories, the kingdom found themselves trapped in the mountains. For many reasons, King Winford of Magichit clan at the time chose to start a great isolation, keeping neutral to all its neighbors and driving away all the outsiders. Without a unifying purpose after the retreat, Yakyakistan quickly fell on the edge of a civil war. The kingdom, more like a fragile alliance of clans than a single entity, began to fracture and weaken. As the King Winford moved the capital to the Yakyakistan located in the western territories of Massachusetts in 971, the Yakychik and Katal clan of eastern territories took this decision as a betrayal of their union. Having seen the loss of the kingdom's eastern territories and the neutral policy conducted by King Winford, the two eastern clans united together and prepared for an action. In 1003, the death of Winford and succession of his firstborn Prince Rutherford changed the fate of the clan union. As Prince Rutherford released a solitary policy and reconnected with Equestria, his younger brother, Prince Bradford, declared independence of the Eastern Territories with the support of Yaky clan and Katat clan, establishing an independent state of Yaky clan. As for Yakyakistan, the left of the Eastern clans had another stroke on the fragile union. Certain territories of Genikan clan were preparing for a coup with the aid of foreign powers of Stalingrad. A new storm was about to approach. While both Prince Bradford and Prince Rutherford sought peace and refused to wage war against their kin, the Yaquis prepared for battle. Who would emerge victorious remained uncertain, with the fate of Yakyakistan hanging in the balance.